How are we doing today, everybody? I am back today with what we're gonna call the good, the bad, the ugly Suzuki. What do you think? Should we do this, Jordan? Let's do it. All right, good, bad, ugly Suzuki, all horsepower. We're coming at you. Tons of requests, tons of requests for it. People want to know. We did the Yamaha, we did the Merc. People are like, hey, you got one more to do with the big three. Let's do it. And I'm like, yep, we'll do it. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get it done today. But first of all, make sure we go down here. It's gonna go right here. I see it all the time. Subscribe. Make sure we do that. Subscribe. Get your buddies to subscribe. And even if you can get your ex-girlfriend to subscribe, I'll send you a t-shirt, but I gotta have confirmation that you got her to subscribe. And or you women, if you get your ex-boyfriend to subscribe, I'll send you a t-shirt. There you go. That's it. Are you ready? Good, bad, and ugly. Jordan's paying for the t-shirt and the shipping. Here we go. It's coming at you right now. Good, bad, ugly Suzuki, all horsepower. All right. Good, bad, ugly. I have to start with good. Why do I always have to start with good, Jordan?
Yeah, you gotta start with good.
Why? Why can't we end with positivity, Jordan?
No.
We are a positive country now. We are happy people. Rainbows, flat fields, sunshine, flowers every day. That's what we are. Yay! Right? No? Let's put some negativity in the world today. All right. Good, bad, ugly Suzuki. We're starting with the good. The good is 100% reliability. I have heard some stories, some horror stories on the internet, people having issues, okay? They all have issues, but when it comes to reliability, I think Suzuki is number one. Number one across the board for reliability. The all horsepowers, I think there was a little like 2.5 horsepower backpack in type of thing issue, a fuel issue, but I know they cleared that up. But when it comes across from the 2.5 all the way up to the 300s, whatever, it's reliability. There's a reason why they're powerful in the offshore world. They're Texas. I've heard now people from Texas is basically saying it's Yamaha and it's Suzuki. That's what's going on down there on the Gulf area, down in the ocean, Gulf, whatever the hell's down there. That's what they're saying. It's those two brands. I've heard it time and time again. We actually haven't had another Suzuki in here. This guy's taking this one down to Texas. He said there's nothing. There's no Mercury's down where he's at. It's Yamaha and Suzuki, and I think it's reliability. I really do. I think it's reliability. We talk about it, and Jordan and I were talking today about Suzuki and their advertising, and when we feel there's a 10-foot whiteboard that says offshore, and there's a 3-foot chalkboard that says freshwater. That's about where we think. I think they concentrate on the saltwater market just because they have a very, very strong presence in the saltwater deal. So I think that the good is obviously the reliability, Jordan. It's got to be reliability. It's turnkey start. It's getting you back and forth, getting you out, getting you back. You know you're going to have it. If you're a guide, you want to have that. The last thing you want as a guide is your clients are stranded out on the ocean or in the Gulf. That's not a good thing, and or on the river, lake, whatever you're doing. So I think reliability is good. So now we get to the bad. The bad, I have to go to that rigging tube. I hate that thing. Chad's got it down pretty good now. I mean, I don't know if you're seeing this one over here. He's got this one done too. I've demoted myself from that job, okay? I'm not doing that job no more because I get pissed off, frustrated, and I really start to hate Suzuki because of it. They need to fix that so it's simple, easy. It doesn't need to be divided. It still pisses me off. See, Yamaha did the divide thing in their 3.1 and their HPDI. And what would happen is where it was divided, the water would get in the tube from either A or B, and it would dam up right there, and literally the battery cables would go, the insulation around it would just get huge, swollen, and then you would get green. Of course, after time, it's gonna wear out, then it gets green. And that's just because it couldn't travel. There's gonna be moisture in that tube. There's no way around it. Moisture gets in that tube. So I hate that thing. I hate it. I hate that little rigging grommet thing, Bob. Somebody gave us a part number on it, and they said they had changed it. I ran that part number. It's still stupid. It's not the deal. No, it should be simple. It's just donk. Send it, make it free, breathe. We all want to breathe, right, Jordan? We need air. We need air to breathe. So that's what we got to do. We got to breathe and allow that to happen. So that's the bad part. The ugly, I don't even know where to go with the ugly portion of Suzuki. Can we utilize dealer network for ugly? Can we do that? There's just not enough dealers. Is that the 12 spark plug 6-cylinder? Garbage. Don't need to even talk about that. Is that ugly?
Yeah.
That's ugly. Neil's favorite outboard, besides the Forces that he did, was the 12 spark plug 6-cylinder Suzuki. Neil loved that thing. It was one of his favorite motors ever to work on. First one I ever brought in, he rushed over to it and started working on it. Thought he was the man, you know. It's just he still to this day will work on one if I bring it in. So that 12, no, that I'm kidding completely. Neil thought about quitting because of that motor. It just wasn't the deal. He'd rather work on a Force. It's not good. It was not a good system. Not a good system at all. You know, they just didn't have the right technology. I don't even know what the hell they were trying to accomplish by doing that. And I don't care because it shouldn't even be talked about. It is the ugly. I think you're right. Now that you got me speaking about it, I believe that window of Suzuki Outboards is the ugly, and they got a huge bad reputation, I think, because of it. I think that two-stroke, it just wasn't the motor of what they are now by any means, obviously, but they shouldn't have even been doing that. They should have been just figuring it out. I think they're probably trying to do cutting edge stuff, trying to be the first to do this, but they were the first and the last to do it. There's a reason for it. I think that's.
I got a bad.
What?
The current 200 SS.
Lower unit?
Yeah.
Well, I agree, but there's going to be people that disagree. Now, there's going to be, and there'll be people at Suzuki that would disagree too with the current setup on the SS, but there's options for the SS now, lower unit wise. Like I said, they design it around saltwater. I truly believe that when they build these things, they build them around saltwater, and they do some testing on bass boats, but I guarantee you what we have going on right here, right over here, I don't know that this has been done right here. I don't know that Suzuki knows what to do with that. What?
Tell them.
Tell them what?
Tell them what we got there.
Can't they see it?
No.
Because the guy's boat that it is, he emails me all the time. He wants to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hanging right here. It's on. It's all rigged. It looks really good.
What's it on?
It is on a G 209. It's on a Gambler 209. It looks beautiful on there. It's going to be. I'm going to need days of setup on this one to get it perfect. We snapped some pictures of it. I think people saw it. People commented. Heath Murphy commented. Heath wants to know how it goes. The owner of this boat called Scotty G to talk to him about it. But at the end, I'm going to be driving it. I'll have to do all my stuff and figure out what's going to happen. But this is the kind of thing that when it comes to Suzuki, like you're talking about, Jordan, you need this type of setup, right? Because I can put a Merc on this too, and I could put another brand, Yamaha on it. But we got to be able to know that this is going to work. You know, I think this is uncharted waters right here. I mean, we could even drop a. Have anybody got a 250 SS on a G, and on an older G like this 209? I bet you we count them on one hand, maybe if there's any. This may be the first. And if this goes good, we got a red one that's going to get one. So, it's going to go great. It's going to be crazy, crazy fun. I'm super excited about that project right over there and this one over here. But I think you're exactly right, though, when it comes to the 200, it is not the motor of choice for every boat. Is that clear? Is that good? It just, some boats you really have to mess with it, and I think people get over frustrated. They don't want to take the time. The dealers don't want to deal with it, and that is ugly. You're exactly right. That's bad. Because some dealers don't, I guess, put forth the effort like we do and I do here. You know what I mean? And it's not about, yeah, they put forth the effort and rigging and stuff like that, but they just put a prop on and say good luck. You can talk to the owner of the one that we fixed, the Nitro. He would sit right here and he would say that we went above and beyond to figure that out for him, which we did. And I'm not going to say what we did because this is our little deal until I get it figured out to make sure that that's the fix. Then Andy fixes it. So that is bad for sure. That's bad. But it's going to get fixed. I mean, they just got to acknowledge the fact, Suzuki has to acknowledge the fact that we need testing on fresh water, and we need testing on rivers, not just lakes. And every manufacturer should be testing in the north and the south, and just testing in everything. This motor right here with the new screens on the bottom will outperform any outboard in the weeds. Like literally drive through the weeds. This motor right here, and I will put it up against anything. Your alarm will go off before mine, I guarantee it. Same height on the jack plate, same boats. This motor will outperform when it comes to it. It's a complete machine when it comes to that kind of work. It's a grunt, it's a hard working, unbelievable machine right here. The 40s, the 50s, the 60s, I got 50s out there that are just outperforming everything on certain flat bottoms, tin boats. I think the ultimate tin boat is, you get that 1920 footer that's set up proficient, you put on 90 or 140 Suzuki on it, and you got your ultimate tin boat when it comes to pre-fishing or doing that type of stuff. The 140, just a brute, just an unbelievable brute. I drove a boat a couple weeks ago up here, a big work boat, heavy aluminum work boat, big crane on the front, had a 140 on it, just poof, up and gone. It's just crazy torque on the thing. The guy that had he's got a fly-by-wire 140 on a Gulf Coast boat. He said he was standing there with his buddy and he put it in gear and he gave it just a little bit of gas and his buddy went right to the back, rolled him. So you got a lot of torque with these outboards. They're a great outboard for torque. But I think there's a lot of problems when it comes to setup. I guess we could go with that, the whole thing like you're talking about, Jordan, with the bad being set up. And can you set them up? Oh yeah. Will they do 70? Oh yeah. Will they do 70 plus? Yeah, but it takes a lot of time, effort, and money. And that's just what you're gonna have to get to. And that's where Suzuki needs to work with people like us. I mean, they need to be talking to people like us. When it comes to, they should be contacting me about that boat right there. We want to know how that went. Is that bad, Jordan? I guarantee you Mercury relates to their higher end, and it's not even dealers, right? Because here's the deal. I don't care if I sell a Suzuki, right? I don't need to sell a Suzuki to stay alive. We cut our teeth in service. We cut our teeth in being a place to bring your boats, to rig, the bass boats, to everything like that. And I just like the idea of putting that motor and some other Suzukis on people's boats that need a reliable outboard, and that's why I do it. I love the challenge of this, right? This is what Andy likes. Andy likes this challenge, that after this is broken, to get this thing going and get it videoed to prove to people that it'll go, right? And it's just, they don't. So we had a customer, I'm just gonna go back, we had a customer who's been having problems. It's got 250 SS, la-di-da-di-da, said he can only get 5,500 out of it, can't get no speed out of it, had it for a year. I drove it. It was all about height of jack plate, set of trim, the prop was fine, and getting it. I got 6,000 RPMs out of it, 71 miles an hour, 72, and I had more to get. So I could have got more out of it if I would have played with it a little bit more, but that was driving it safe, like hands off the wheel, going. And it's about certain like dealers and just working together. We should have, as a Suzuki dealer, when you're building this boat and you're setting it up, there should be a platform for dealer only. Hey, you're putting it on a 209, let's get it so it's this height, this prop, you got to start with this prop, you have to start at this trim height. Some people just get in them, hit them, trim them, and run it, and they think that's all it's going to do, and that's probably what they're told, But there's been a lot of times, even when I had champion days, that 1-2 bumps in the trim is a mile an hour. So there's a lot going on. Back to the good, bad, ugly. Good, definitely reliability. Bad, I go to the rigging grommet, and probably, like you're saying, setup issues. People being disappointed with setup issues. We get a ton of emails, Jordan, don't we?
Yep.
About my Suzuki's not performing like it should. And then we got to go through all of this, and who pays for that? Jordan, who pays for that?
Dude.
Thank you. Jordan, I pay for that. Suzuki doesn't pay us for that. But we fix them all over the country, whether you like it or not. Suzuki, don't believe me? I don't know if you're watching, but we can send you the emails. We can send you what we fixed over the emails that your dealers didn't want to just pawn them off. Can't do that. Can't do that. You got to fix that problem. You got to get somewhere with that. And then the, I would say, yeah, the ugly. Dealer network's ugly. I mean, it is. They need more. And I don't understand it because we got an email the other day. There was one guy that was stating that he's still trying to become a dealer. And I understand they probably don't have any motors. We know they don't have any outboards, right? You can't get them quick enough, whatever. But I think if I was them, I'd be pursuing that guy. I would at least get somebody over there to be like, yeah, what's I mean, because even when we talked about that old when we released the other Suzuki, hey, if we've helped you, comment here. There's like 4 people that said, well, you did help me, and I wanted to be a dealer, but I couldn't become one. Well, why the f doesn't that happen? I just don't understand it. I don't understand why it doesn't happen. But I'm not them, like you said, Jordan. I think it's not that they are ignoring what we're doing. It's just the fact that maybe they are just too big and just concentrated on that right there, you know. And I'm just over here selling motors and fixing motors and setting them up all across the country, just because I really enjoy doing it and appreciate it. I like to talk to people, I think. I like to talk to people from all over. So that's it. Good, bad, ugly. Suzuki. I think there's more good than bad than ugly, for sure. I really, really, really love that outboard. It's quiet, it's clean, it's got torque, it's got top end if you know how to set them up and prop them and do all that stuff and drive the boat. It's quite an experience once you get them set correctly. And the other brands are probably easier, maybe. I don't know. But I truly love it, and I think I just love the challenge. That's why I love them so much, you know. I don't hate Mercury, I don't hate Yamaha, I don't hate any other brand except for Evinrude. But it's the fact that this one's probably my number one, and it is right now. There's a reason why I sell it, because I want to be able to sell a product that people are going to enjoy boating, get their money out of what they're getting, and they're going to just always get home. I mean, warranty-wise, we don't do a lot of warranty work on them. I can count on one hand what I do in a year on warranty work, and I don't sell a ton of them, but there's more and more around here for sure. So, but I mean, that's it. That's the good, bad, ugly of this outboard right here. Yeah, I think. So we did Merc, right? Good, bad, ugly.
Yep.
We did Yamaha, right? Good, bad, ugly.
Yep.
And now we've done Suzuki.
Yep.
Good, bad, ugly.
Yep.
So now we got to do some sort of series about good, bad, ugly, don't you think? Or the big 3 or something?
Big 3.
Big 3 series or something. What do you guys think of that? So yeah, that's it. That's a good, bad, ugly of Suzuki. We're gonna do a big 3, I think, possibly coming up. We're thinking about getting the 3 guns and battling them out a little bit, getting really in depth with what's going on. Get the sheets out, get the Yamaha, Mercury, and Suzuki sheet out, get all the numbers. We're gonna work on this video, and I think we're gonna try to drop it by October-ish. Jordan and I were talking about it. We were gonna try to do something this week, but we just don't think we have it perfect yet. We want it perfect because we feel that you guys would really appreciate that big 3 video, competing, going at each other, doing what they're gonna be doing. It's not gonna be a winner. We're just gonna lay it out for you, don't you think, Jordan? Yeah. We just wanna lay down this is this motor, this is this motor, this is this motor, bam, right down to there. So, yeah, yeah, that's it. That's the good, bad, ugly.
One more thing.
What do you got?
Just comment your 5 favorite new Suzuki motors.
Me or them?
You.
Right now?
Yep.
My favorite ones?
Yep.
In any order?
Yeah.
Any order. 250, 140, 150 SS, 60 tiller handle, and I would say probably the 40. That's them. 90's a good one too. Can I kick the 40 out since I already got the 60 and put the 90 in?
Yeah.
All right, that's what I'm gonna do. I like the 90. I like the 90. That's it.
Cool.
Can't do the 70 because they got rid of the 70. So can't do that one. But that's my top 5. That's my top 5. Hey, you guys are out there. You got a Suzuki. Tell us what you got. Tell us you're enjoying the experience. Tell us what you did. And comment if Andy got you on the right path, if you know what I mean. So that's it. That's all I got for you this week. We're cool? Good, Jordan? We good? Everything's fine?
Yep.
All right, cool. We can get the doors open, people can get back to work, right?
Yep.
Okay, thanks, Jordan. We're done. As always, comment, subscribe, click notification bell to witness the madness that I think almost every Suzuki owner is saying. Speed, money, no brakes. I am out. See ya.